Hey everyone, it's very clear, our love is here to stay. Now in case you haven't guessed already, the next movie I want to talk about is that classic 1951 Gene Kelly musical, An American in Paris. Also starring Leslie Caron, Oscar Levant, and, you'll pardon me because my French is awful, so if I butcher this name, I am very sorry. But Georges Guetary, ex-GI Jerry Mulligan, Gene Kelly, is living in Paris as a painter alongside his pianist buddy Adam Cook, Oscar Levant. Now, one morning when displaying his paintings, Jerry ends up selling two of them to Milo Roberts, Nina Foch, who decides to help support him as an artist. Now, they go out to a club that night where Jerry runs into Lise Bouvier, Leslie Caron. He is instantly infatuated with her, although she is less than thrilled with his attentions. And quite frankly, Milo is also less than thrilled with his attentions toward Lise. But the next day, Jerry tries to ask Lise out again, and with little persistence, she says yes. What Jerry doesn't know is that she is engaged to Adam's friend Henri Hank Burrell, Georges Guetary, who had raised her after her parents were killed in the war. Now, Hank is given an offer to go to America, and he hopes that he and Lise can get married before they have to leave. Meanwhile, Milo is doing all she can to help Jerry towards giving an exhibition of his paintings, providing a new place for him to work from and helping him make some contacts. Now, when Jerry is given advice to tell Lise that he loves her, he does, only to find out that she is engaged to another man, and to Hank, who had actually just given him that advice without knowing who Jerry was in love with. Now, in frustration, Jerry ends up taking Milo to a party where they run into Hank and Lise before they prepare to leave. Now, the idea for this movie famously came to producer Arthur Freed after he attended a concert that included George Gershwin's song An American in Paris. Now, Freed liked the title for a movie and went about getting the rights to the song, along with a number of other George Gershwin tunes. With Gene Kelly quickly cast, they ended up giving the role of his romantic interest to newcomer Leslie Caron, after Gene saw her performing in a French ballet and lobbied for her to get the part. Now, of course, the final ballet, set to the title tune, would prove a controversial addition, as previous attempts at lengthy ballets of that sort, especially in the 1945 Fred Astaire musical Yolande and the Thief, also directed by Vincent Minnelli, had failed to connect with audiences. But Arthur Freed and company stuck to their guns, and it became a high point of the movie. And quite frankly, the beginning of a trend whereby many of the musicals in the 50s would make use of dream ballets. Now, I can't deny that a lot of the fun here is indeed the music and dancing. Now, Gene Kelly gets a lot of the fun there, obviously, especially with the likes of his tap solo to I Got Rhythm, where he gets to work with a bunch of French children as he teaches them a little English. Of course, he also has his romantic duet with Leslie Caron to Our Love Is Here to Stay, which is a thing of beauty in and of itself. But that ballet to the title tune is definitely a highlight, especially since some of the music should solidly be stuck in your head by that point, after having been used as background music for most of the movie. But the variety in dance styles and sets during that ballet is so much fun to watch. I just love it. And the movie works so darn well as a comedy, too. From the character introductions for Jerry Mulligan, Adam Cook, and Hank Burrell, we get the camera mistakenly showing somebody else before showing us the actual characters, which is especially a hoot with Oscar Levant's Adam, if you know how much of a sourpuss Oscar's characters tend to be. And they show a guy first that is too happy before moving on to Adam. And then the comic interactions between them on songs like By Strauss and Tra La La. Now, of course, it's hard not to laugh at Adam after Jerry tells him that he is in love with Lise, especially since Hank had told Adam about Lise at the beginning of the movie. And then, when Hank comes in right after that, Adam is nervously relighting his cigarette and drinking all the tea in front of him while he waits for Jerry or Hank to say just the wrong thing. It's just priceless to watch. Honestly, this movie sells itself. It is just so wonderful. I can't even begin to recommend it enough. As one song goes, it's wonderful. Now, the movie is available on Blu-ray and DVD from Warner Home Video and is 1 hour and 54 minutes in length. Well, that's all I have to say on this one, everybody. Thanks for listening, and I hope you'll keep tuning in for more.